Today marks the 4-year anniversary of the United States' withdrawing troops from Afghanistan. The
withdrawal also saw thousands of people evacuated from the country, including many who worked with the U.S. government as interpreters for American soldiers. NBC5's Yamuna Turco joins us now in the studio to tell us about the effects 4 years later. Yamuna.
Lauren, Brian, earlier today I spoke with people who have resettled to Vermont from Afghanistan, and they say that while they are adjusting to living and working here, they are concerned about the people who are still living there.
They were putting themselves out there every single time they rolled out with us.
The Vermont Afghan Alliance, the VAA, works to resettle refugees and immigrants from Afghanistan, many who worked with the U.S. government. Several employees at the VAA also worked with the United States as humanitarian workers and interpreters.
I have worked with the United States Institute of Peace as a community mobilizer and a master trainer. I have also worked in the U.S. Embassy funded project.
Afghan refugees and VAA employees we spoke with say they are concerned about the safety of their family and friends who are still living in the country.
I am here with a heavy heart and carrying the stories of countless sisters, mothers, and daughters in Afghanistan. They experience some of the darkest days of their life.
Similar safety concerns were also shared by Chris Egan, a U.S. Army veteran who served in Afghanistan.
Once the Taliban took back over, the thumb of oppression just squashed everyone and everything. All the girls' schools, all the hospitals, everything, it all went away.
Veterans say the translators made it so they could work more efficiently, adding that many of the Afghans who worked with them faced serious risks and were set to get U.S. visas. VAA Executive Director Molly Gray said that it is important to continue reuniting families so they can start their lives safely.
There are wives and kids who are still trying to get out and are facing all sorts of security risk from the Taliban, and they need to be reunited with their husbands here. Resettlement won't be done until that happens.
Nathan Fry, a UVM adjunct professor and Afghanistan veteran, says that many people he worked with bring community and work ideals familiar to Americans, and he highlights that the work the VAA does is a way to bring talented, hardworking, dedicated people to Vermont.
How can we bring the best of other cultures into Vermont specifically, right? Which is what the VAA is doing. How can we bring the best of that into Vermont and add that talent pool and that hopefulness and that commitment to free and democratic societies to our little community here in Vermont?
Vermont Governor Phil Scott released a statement today recognizing the sacrifices of people in Afghanistan made to defend their home. Scott says that he hopes Vermonters will join him in celebrating the contributions of our Afghan neighbors and to ensure that peace, freedom, and the rule of law are all upheld for people who call our country home. Is one of several organizations that seek to promote that understanding and recognition. They offer legal guidance, driving lessons, locate affordable housing, and help Afghans find jobs so they can successfully settle into life in Vermont. Live in the studio, Yamuna Turco, NBC5 News.